We have finally made it. The calm before the storm. What's next for our heroes and what's next for our villains? Let's talk about it. All right, guys, Brent here back with Geek to cover all things Marvel, DC, Lord of the Rings, anime, gaming, Star Wars, and more. This time, My Hero Academia, Season 7. We're on episode 143, and this episode titled Let You Down. And this episode was not let down by any means at all. This episode covered more of the psychology of where we're at with our heroes and where we're at with our villains, and really showed that basically any and small moment can matter. There are a handful of moments in each and every person's life where you got to decide whether to do the right thing or do the wrong thing. And whether we realize it at the time or not, some of us more perceptive than others will be able to realize these moments and do what is the right thing to do, even if it's not necessarily the easy things to do. Sometimes you make the wrong decision, even if you have the right amount of information, and that impacts your lives in crazy and astronomical ways. All of our characters in this show have had those moments. Aoyama just met his head on. He literally was found out to be the traitor. His family's life was in danger. All for One had him dead against the wall, dead to rights, had absolutely no business being in the position that he is. And what does Aoyama do as a response? Aoyama's response: get back up, side with his friends, and fight All for One. Which, just so we're all perfectly clear, he would not stand a chance of lasting longer than 5 minutes in an actual fight with All for One. But he still chose to do the absolute right thing. All it takes to stop villainy is for good men to do the right thing, or women. And with so many things going on, All for One thought, hey, I had Deku. This is it. This is over. I can get this done on my own. Only to find out that the heroes had planned for this, but as per usual, All for One has more than a few tricks up his sleeves and a few agents of his ready to go. Next week's episode is going to be immaculate. I'm right ahead on the manga. I'm perfectly not only caught up, but I'm a little bit ahead of where everything is at this moment in time. We are in for some amazing stuff if the animators have continuing the high level of quality that they have done thus far. This episode also covered a lot of stuff about Hinigatoga. She's struggling with, am I doing the right thing? Am I on the right side? Am I really doing this for all the right reasons? Some of the people that I loved have been hurt. Some of the people I truly cared about have been significantly damaged. And then you have people like Dabi, who is completely chosen on his side. He will not be swayed. He will not be pushed. He will not be bullied. He will not be um, pushed in any single direction by anybody or anything. Todoroki has his work cut out for him. There's absolutely no way that this is going to change. Dabi is 100% committed to his cause. His cause was absolutely sealed the minute Endeavor raised a hand to strike him and push his son so far to the point that he decided to basically become this giant flame ball that, nearly incinerated himself. And then he had to change his identity, his look, how he was perceived by the world, all of that just because of the way his father nurtured him and raised him up to be. So he had a lot of stuff to go off with that. Spinner is also kind of stuck in this weird situation. He can become the face for so many people, but he's struggling with the, do I want to be the face of all these people doing this? Do I really want to be the face with my actions the way they are? And he's being pushed by All for One and everyone to really shine up past what his station should be. He's someone who's been easily influenced. He's someone who's been easily swayed. But now he's seeing what power can do. Power has corrupted Shigaraki to a point. Shigaraki isn't even like a relative shell of himself anymore. He is literally just walking around parts for All for One to pick up at a later moment in time when he's ready to cash that receipt, even if Shigaraki isn't on board with everything All for One's doing. And he may not even hate the guy, but at this moment in time, there's nothing he can do to stop him. And our heroes, whether they've moved to Troy or they've moved to a completely new city, The battle is just about to begin. I'm very excited where things are going. Let me know your thoughts, your feelings, your convictions in the comments below. If not, hit that lovely red subscribe button. I'll see you guys in a few hours for Kaiju number 8's next exciting episode. And for those who want to talk in person, I'll see you guys Sunday for Demon Slayer. Have a good one.